the way that the visa application needs to be submitted to the particular consulate in a particular E2 treaty country is specific to that country. Not all countries accept E2 visa applications in the same way. Do you know that your E2 visa could be submitted incorrectly? Now, in the past, I've talked about how the E2 visa is not the same across the board. Each country that has an E2 treaty with the United States has its own visa terms in terms of the length of the visa and whether the visa is a single entry visa or a multiple entry visa. And we've covered this in the past. For example, Canada has the eligibility for a 5-year visa, which allows multiple entries. By contrast, Jordan has an E2 visa that is only valid for 3 months and that allows for a single entry. The differences among countries extend far beyond that, where France has a 4-year E2 visa with multiple entries and so on. So in the past, we've talked about how each country could have its own specific terms based on its E2 treaty with the United States. Now, something that I want to cover in this video is that in addition to the terms of the visa, the way that the visa application needs to be submitted to the particular consulate in a particular E2 treaty country is specific to that country. Not all countries accept E2 visa applications in the same way. Some countries may impose a cap on the number of pages that you can submit as part of your E2 visa application, while other countries may not have any cap whatsoever. Some countries may want their E2 visa application to be submitted as a paper submission, whereas other countries may want the E2 application to be submitted via email as a PDF. And additionally, some countries may have a particular order that they want the documents to be submitted in, whereas another country could have an entirely different order that they want the E2 documents to be submitted in. So I say all of this for you to know that it's very important that when you're submitting an E2 visa application, that you're following the specific instructions of the consulate and the country that you're submitting that application to. Because again, depending on the country, it will have its own specific requirements. And if you file the application incorrectly, what will likely happen is that you'll have to resubmit it. And this can cause delays in your case that nobody wants to deal with. It's really something that most people don't know about, but you should. If you have any questions about anything we talked about in this video, request a free consultation by clicking the link in the description below.